The Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, has said insecurity in some parts of the country is being worsened by fake news and misinformation. A statement issued on Tuesday by his Special Assistant on Media, Segun Adeyemi, said the minister raised the alarm in Abuja on Monday when he represented the president at the Citizens Summit for National Integration, Peace and Security organized by the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations. While citing some examples to clearly illustrate how fake news is fueling apprehension and anxiety in the country, Mohammed said on August 10th this year, the Kaduna state government had to debunk an online report claiming that hundreds of bandits had laid a siege on the Kaduna-Zaria road. He said the widely circulated fake news even advised travelers not to enter or leave Zaria due to the presence of bandits at Dumbi and Jaji along the Zaria road. He said he has not been spared by the perpetrators of fake news and misinformation, as countless numbers of fake news have been attributed to him. We still have Dr. Dayo joining us via phone call to discuss this. Dr. Dayo, you heard the statement from the Minister of Information and Culture, who said that fake news.
Ogami Lai Mohammed.
Oh yeah, the statement he made. Let me get your thought on it.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, I'm asking you, what do you make of the statement that fake news insecurity is being fueled by fake news and misinformation?
Thank you, Margaret. You see, another proverb in Yoruba says, that is, the horse that is at the back is always looking at the leadership example of the one in the front. Okay? Who started this in this country? It is what the government has planted in the minds of the people that they are also following.
Okay.
We have technically defeated the bandits. Have they? Yes, we have captured the whole of Sambisa, but is that true? Yes, we have done this. Is it true? Yes, the people will be doing that. Let me give you a personal experience. There's a platform that I'm coordinating. And somebody in faraway UK who is a member of that platform put an information that one very top political stature in this country has died in Dubai. And somebody now called me to draw my attention to that prayer. We shouldn't allow this kind of a thing on this platform. I had to call the guy in London. Where did you get this information? He said his friend in Dubai told him. I said, but have you found out yourself? He said, but because he was told that, he said, even if it is a lie, he said propaganda has been said by this government while in opposition is part of warfare. Propaganda, part of warfare. Being said again by this same Lai Mohammed while he was in the opposition. So what do you expect? Now it is now your turn to be receiving. You are now shouting. They are now shouting. Even while in government, how many lies? Can we even count how many lies you have told Nigerians? As regards the economy, as regards political activities, as regards security, as regards so many things. Even as regards solving, striking unions. How many? Can we count the lies you have told Nigerians? So if you sow wind, you must definitely reap wild wind. And while reaping your wild wind, you should be contented. Because whatever you sow, you will reap bountifully. And that is what is happening to this government presently.
Well, taking that statement within the context of the insecurity challenges we have as a nation, do you really think fake news has contributed immensely to the challenges we have when it comes to security, from kidnapping to banditry, the Boko Haram insurgency, among others?
Is it fake news? Is it fake news that they said Ogbeni Arakuni in Ondo State?
Akeredolu.
Akeredolu said that he knew where the bandits are staying, the cave they are using in Ondo Forest. Is it fake news? Is it fake news that made bandits to come and go and waylay the train moving from Abuja to Kaduna? Is it also fake news that affected the bandits going to Kuje prison to go and release their members there? Is it also fake news? Is it also fake news that Boko Haram are sending people away from their villages and then hoisting their flags? Is it also fake news, something?
Yes.
That a traditional ruler to ban the leader, a wanted leader of the terrorist group, and that some security officials were also at that ceremony? Is it fake news? So what has fake news caused in all of this? What is he saying now? Is it not another fake news that is feeding Nigeria with? What is he saying now? Is it not another fake news that is feeding Nigerians with? I mean, you can imagine. Like I said, whoever sows wind will reap whirlwind. Whatever you sow, you reap.
While language, especially the media, is a tool of propaganda, in the course of warfare, the fact that he's trying to insinuate that the media is also stoking up fears, tension within the polity, is that credible enough? Do you think the media has a role to play in stoking up security fears among the people?
It is, in fact, as far as the media has gone today in this country,
okay,
it will be a slap on that particular estate that they are contributing to insecurity in the country. Rather, they are the one feeding everybody information, because everybody needs information. The media will always tell people, look, it has been found out that some people are going to strike somewhere tomorrow. And at the end of the day, people will receive themselves out of that place and they will still strike. Is it not the media that is saving people from running into unnecessary banditry activities? Is it not the media, through information dissemination, that is reducing to a very large extent the activities of terrorists? So what are you talking about? Because the media has been feeding people with real-time information, which you want to hide away from the people. You are now saying the media. What's the fault of the media there? Media will bring in people to come and tell us, give us hard facts about what is happening in the country. And you'll be saying what the media is doing is wrong. Where is that done? No, where is that done?
Okay, as the
Go and find out. In fact, I'm still skeptical about his statement as regards all those media houses that said that he's going to revoke their certificates.
Yes.
Go and do it. We need to do a cost-tree analysis of all those ones and those ones that are also there. That they said that they are not going to revoke their licenses, to find out the activities and then let us juxtapose it. Which one is masses oriented and which one is government oriented?
Okay.
You can't just come around. You can't just come around and then want to bully people out of giving real-time information to the citizens.
Okay.
It's never done.
Okay, as the Minister of Information and Culture, it would definitely be that he's speaking on behalf of the government. If the government sees the media as an enemy in the fight against insurgency or insecurity generally, what role do you think the media can play? Because more often than not, as you've said, the people are aware of security threats from the media. And if the government is not taking those media reports seriously, then there will be a lapse in how we fight security as a whole. We know how many times the media has reported, oh, there are threats, or there's a reported target of a community or what have you, and that information is not taken to be a credible one, and at the end of the day, such communities get attacked by insurgents. So if the government is seeing the media as an enemy that is not helping it fight against insurgency, what role do you expect the media to play in the fight against insurgency?
Well, I will expect the media to also change their name to Lai. Probably they should start. Probably they should start lying.
Okay.
Probably they should not report. The report that they have given, that some policemen tendered letter of resignation.
Yes.
They should withdraw it and say, okay, they are liars. The one that media has reported, the military for the first time are retiring in groups. They should also withdraw it. The one that media has reported that the Chibok death issue is still there. That is still there. Kaduna is still remaining. Free Leah is also there. Our economy, let the media even be telling us, yes, our economy is performing wonderfully well.
All right, Dr. Dayo.
They will now say media is doing their best.
Dr. Dayo,
we will not close up any media house again.
Dr. Dayo, we cannot undermine the fact that there are actual misinformation somehow, somewhere. Now, let's take out the statement from the Minister of Culture and Information. Now, let's look at the issue of misinformation and what it contributes to the system. Let's look at it from an in-depth side. Yes.
Listen, when you look at what Mr. Lai Mohammed said as regards misinformation, the excuses he gave, they could not hold water. The excuses, they are there. He read them out. He wrote them by himself. Those excuses couldn't hold water. There's no doubt about it. There is the place of propaganda. Okay? And there is no way you can rule it out of any society, even in America, even in UK, even in Europe. You can't rule it out at all. What happened? What happened to that former president of the IMF that wanted to contest for presidency in France some years back? Was it not an information given up through the press? Through the press. Did she now go and gag the press because of that? No. Why this particular government was in opposition? Did they know what they were using? What they were using the press to do? What they were using the press to do? All sort of things. They are still there. Those things are still there in the public domain. No, I told you there was a time somebody told me about the death of a top person in APC. I said, how you wish this person dead? No. Yeah, APC might not be doing well. He might be a leader in APC. He might be one of the top men in APC. But why should you wish him well? It's not fair. You don't use that as propaganda. But then one out of many. One out of how many? How many information is the press giving out? That is not the truth. the circumstances in this country today? Is it on the economy? Is it the exchange rate? Is it the per capita income that is reducing every day? Is it about our GDP? Is it about inflation rate? Is it about unemployment? Is it about banks that have reduced their operation hours to 2 or 3 o'clock? About importation, effect of importation on our economy, instead of us domiciling of our crude oil, the process of our crude oil. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Where are the misinformation from the press? For me, so far so good. I will give Nigerian press kudos. If not 100%, at least 95%.
Okay, in wrapping up this conversation, Dr. Dayo, what are the ways you suggest the government can work, in sync with the media to fight insurgency? Because it seems from the statement by the Minister of Culture and Information, he's simply stating that, the media is not helping matters when it comes to the fight against insurgency as a result of fake news. So the question is, how can the government and the media work hand in hand to ensure that the fight against insurgency is at its high?
The only way they can work hand in hand is by saying the truth, by giving out the real information.
Okay.
By allowing the press to have freedom to data within the government, because they are there for the people, and the press is there to feed the people about what the government is doing. And before they can feed the people appropriately, they must have access to information. Government should bridge that trust gap between them and the people, as being represented by the press. Then the government should stop gagging the press. Can you imagine?
Yes.
Somebody being locked up because he was saying the truth about a particular government, and he was being locked up. Can you imagine somebody being harassed for saying the truth? Whereby even you go to press conference, you'll be asking information, and the person's camera was broken. They are all out there in the public domain. Let all these things be stopped. When this thing has stopped, and the government is ready to say the truth, then there will become a relationship between the government and the press.
Okay, that's a fine place to wrap it up, and hopefully these pieces of advice would yield grounds when it comes to the fight against insurgency, especially the collaboration between the federal government and the media. Thank you so much for your time on the show this morning.
It's my pleasure. Samson.
Thank you so much. That was
Have a great day.
You too. That was Dr. Dayo, the political technocrat, giving us his 2 cents regarding the statement of the information minister concerning fake news worsening insecurity in Nigeria. We're going to break now. When we return, the show continues. Please to stay with us.